they're testing the new Model S
That'll be
on
fun.
the Nürburgring track.
I want to see that. Good afternoon, good evening, and good day. Good morning to those of you on the West Coast. Slimy and I have been chatting about current events, and it's good because this week has been special, and I haven't had a chance to, not special in a good way, special, and I haven't had a chance to keep up on everything, so I was thinking that we would all chat and just synchronize ourselves, and then, I'd also look at some of the headlines and comment on them because I like to do that. And so Slimy was telling us about the Nürburgring run of the Model S. I guess I'll just go look that up on the sites that we use, or have you already got the link?
It's been more than eventful. It's been way more than eventful.
Yes. So I've got a browser window here, got one there. For one that's not too busy, but it only shows me 2. I know there's more than that on the screen. Oh, there's the third one. I need to keep that one. So over here.
I'm trying to find the video. I'm trying. I will find it eventually. I found it here on X one way or another. Found it on X, so I should be able to find it again. But again, right now, if I scroll through my For You feed, I don't get away from the Trump and Elon thing.
Yeah. So we got Highlander says, let them know when we're up and running.
So
it only took 18 tries.
I'll try and find it
on X to get.
But there's no guarantee with this Trump and Elon drama.
Yeah, it's a lot to
still
sift
happening.
Through. Yeah.
That I can't avoid.
Yeah. So getting the X space
started. Can I find it this way?
This morning took a lot of tries. Not in the 90-degree heat. I am actually in the 90-degree heat.
Tesla Optimus was in Detroit.
What was he doing
with,
there?
The designer.
Oh, okay. Like a design meet and greet. Well, it's fun. Let's shrink this window down a little bit.
Well, X has been a bit finicky.
More than normal. Let's go here to.
I can find photos of it.
Okay. And I'm gonna go to where I want to start this week. Let's start with,
I can find photos, but not video.
Okay. That's probably easier, just in case the video wants to be special. All right. So that site sent me to their bad copy. We'll come back to them. Let's go over.
I will be in Muskegon.
Oh, good.
In a few weeks at the Tesla event.
A lot of our friends are gonna be there. You'll enjoy it.
We got the tickets. Here we go.
Excellent. You can take your new Model 3 there too. All right, Lee's there. Happy Sunday, Lee. And good evening, Anders. Good to see you. All right. So let's start with get the screen share actually going. Share screen, and we're gonna go over to let's start with Clean Technica, just because, like I said, the first site sent me to a bad repeater. So
I'm excited to go.
Who did?
We are going to take the Model 3.
Good. Yeah, that would have been a little weird not to take it. Unless, of course, you're going to be in and out and figure that everybody else there recharging.
I think we're planning on doing a tent type situation and being there for 2 days.
Oh, that'd be fun. Okay, so up on screen.
I found photos of the track thing.
Okay.
I can't find the video, so.
That's fine. Photos is probably easier. So while you get that loaded up, we've got VinFast is now in Manila.
I can find photos of like the Nürburgring track thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. VinFast is now running EV taxis in Manila. That's always fun. We've got Highlanders connected like 8 different times. Let's go ahead and bring them up to the top there. And hi, Matthew. We see you there. One of the moderators will check you out, and we'll bring you up if they check you out. And let's see. We've got 33.7% of the share of the UK is BYD Dolphin Surf Arrives. That's a smash together headline if ever. So EVs take 33.7 of UK's share, and the BYD Dolphin Surf has arrived. Would have been a little less of a jumble. That's good to see. We always like to see those numbers going up. EV charging stakeholders play the long game as the U.S. market sags. I saw my first GM. I don't know if they're still calling them the Ultium chargers, but I saw my first GM chargers yesterday, and they were at a spot that had a lot of superchargers in the past, but I mean, we're talking like as last time I was there, it was like 33 degrees, and there was a new-ish supercharger site, and I had to walk past this GM site to get to the restroom, and it was not there. There was no construction or anything, and then poof, there were about 8 charging handles. I imagine that means there were only 4 charging spots, just because of the way that everybody else's equipment tends to work. And not that they were broken, it's just like literally you have a 2-spot charger that can only do 1 car at a time instead of a power share. Mercedes and Ford execs propose possible tariff deals. That's why they're being all mushed around trying to extract stuff from people. Usually whole countries, though, not just companies. Transforming Canada, mapping a 100% electrified energy economy. And this, I'm not sure what the article is going on about, but the idea that energy is what makes a country prosperous. It hasn't been disproven yet, although they've typically only thought of energy as combustion fuels, coal, oil, and wood. But you don't have to burn something to get electricity. And I'm curious what we will see in the next age of abundance as we become able to extract. I say extract. See, that's how bad our history is with energy. Extract that we can just collect and use the electricity that's available to us. When you look at the giant fusion reactor in the sky, it provides more than what we need. We just need to set out a few pieces of glass or some mirrors and collect it, versus getting the fossilized sunlight. Let's see what we got here. Any other headlines that tickle my fancy? Environment Day calls on you to beat plastic pollution. Automakers will lead the EV market in 25, 26, and 27. It's going to change. It's going to shake it up a little bit. Some of the strong players were not doing their best, and some of the folks that you wouldn't think of as in your first thoughts are continuing to keep their nose down and go at it. So you've got GM and Ford constantly switching positions. You've got Tesla out there, of course. They're gonna be there for a while. But Hyundai's been just kind of quietly just going at it, doing their thing, and they've got some solid products. And of course, you've got Rivian and Lucid. I don't know that they are major players, but they are big names. And I do know that Rivian will continue to grow as long as they can get into the R2 and the R3 situation, because that is getting more mass market. We saw what happened with the Model 3 and the Model Y. If you can get there, I think that does something, especially with the model those ones are running versus the traditional legacy model. It's just running the legacy model with a new company running into the economy that we're running into that will have hard growth, especially with the preference back for burning stuff again. Let's see what we got here. Actually being twitchy today. That is sure true. I don't know why. It need not be. They've got people. I mean, they might not have enough people. They've got people to work on this thing. It is one of their most popular features. More bad news for Tesla and EV charging edition. It's not all about New Jersey. Oh my goodness. Did we talk about New Jersey at all in the past weeks? Go ahead, Islander. I see that you're trying to speak. And did either of you get a chance to check out Matthew's profile? See if we. Oh, Slimy says it says that you're talking, but I don't here. Did you mute yourself or what's going on? Hello, Matthew. Good to see you. Let me open up the tablet because if Spaces is trying to crash, then there's only one way to save it. Is to restart the client. The only way to do that safely is to have another copy running. Oh, there you are.
I checked out Matthew's profile.
Okay,
I'll
good.
defer to Slimy on that one. Although I've heard him before, so hey, why not? Once it lets me become co-host. But so yesterday, because the local car wash I use, and I only use the same one, $11, you get a decent car wash.
That's not bad.
But then they have unlimited use. They've got this big cabinet. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Big cabinet of Armor All and Armor All window cleaner. I spent the entire day there, so yeah.
Nice.
But I had to take a break, so I went across the street to Pilot, where GM has opened up their version of Supercharger network.
Huh.
And I was there before the paint was dry last year. There's one little white car, and I didn't know what it was, so I stopped by to say hi. I didn't have on my kilt, but I didn't want to get it ruined cleaning the vehicle.
Right.
First time electric Jeep owner, but she works at Jeep here in Toledo. And suddenly a guy with an F-150 Lightning pulls in, and the two of us, and she couldn't get it to charge. And we're trying to, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Step two, it shows the credit card. I think you need to pay. And I got the videos. I'll send it to you guys. Maybe you can do something with it. Help your channel, Mark's, whatever. But I'll DM it to you in a little while. But it was a really nice experience. And it was just, it's 2 stalls, but it's A and B, so it's really 4 stalls.
Oh, okay. So
and it's right next to, it's right there at the Pilot gas station.
Yeah.
So you got all which has a Subway. So you got all the stuff you would want. You got a bathroom, you got some eats, whatever,
Right.
Although their stuff in there is expensive.
Yeah.
But just spent the next half hour, the F-150 Lightning guy and I, he's out of Detroit. So we were talking, Detroit, Toledo stuff. And we figured out how to get her Jeep charged. And then when it went over to 81%, him and I said, I don't know what kind of battery it's got, but if it's brand new, even if it's the new kind where you run, I don't think she wants to keep going. It's getting up to 87, 88%, and I got the video.
Yeah.
We're both like, you might want to stop right now.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. None of us knew how to stop it.
Oh.
We got it going for her. So, she's getting her charge. This is the second day she owned it. First time she charged it on anything. She doesn't even have her own charger set up. Great. So we're like, hey, 80% is the rule if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, unless you're traveling.
It keeps going.
Unless you're traveling 80%.
She just finally pulled it out, and I'm like, "Is electrician?" I'm like, "Oh my god, I never unplug anything energized."
The beauty of
she pulled it out, and it was fine.
Yeah,
and like I say, I just thought I'd throw it out there, and
yeah,
I'll be more than happy to send you, Slimy, Robert, and Mark. You guys can do anything with it, for the footage, great. But yep. So
for those of you
you're
who
all competing. Video, it's just I've never seen a Ford Electron pump. I see GM pumps popping up.
Yeah, the Ford ones are rare. And for those of you on video,
I don't see anything from Ford.
Highlander wasn't steamrolling me. I was talking on mute. Yeah, so 80% on any of the non LFPs is probably a good rule of thumb unless you're traveling. And for the LFPs, for those of you who are new to all of this, are the lithium iron phosphates. They just have a different chemistry than the rest of the industry. And when it comes to unplugging, thankfully,
I really feel like X is glitching a crap ton.
It is. When it comes to unplugging on the consumer stations, the consumer accessible stations, and MCS, if you just push the button, it will disconnect the connection really quickly. So that should be safe in most cases. They're designed for it. They're built for it. Unless the latch is broken. If the latch is broken, then you need to be extra careful. We didn't. Did we talk about the New Jersey? I know it came up, but I don't know if we talked about it on a chat. All right. So if we haven't, we'll do it again. So what's going on with New Jersey is that everybody's reconnecting to the space. Let me be reconnected to the space too. Hello, Moto. Hold on. Let me move that anyway.
What in the mailbox?
In the mailbox? Metal, actually.
Where?
In the packages?
Where? Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? It's still in the box. I didn't take it out because I need more mail to come. Okay, I am reconnecting the X-Space again because it looks like it's tripping. It might be on their end, but it's probably on my end too, because that's how X works. Hello, Moto, be careful. That box wasn't expecting.
I'm so confused.
Wasn't expecting me stood on. Right.
Dad,
Yes, baby.
put me down.
Put you down.
Yeah, I'm here.
Pick you up.
I'm gonna let you know now that
That's a red mail.
I'm listening.
well, that's a
Red mail, Daddy.
the X
Where's the box,
the
Daddy?
X spaces are not the best, and also
Daddy, where's the box?
The box is outside.
you can definitely not hear us.
It's very twitchy today. It won't let me
X
accept
spaces
the
has
laptop.
been very twitchy for a while
Very
right
twitchy.
now.
Yeah.
Ever since they had a data fire, nothing's been the same.
Daddy?
Ever
They had
since
a
my phone?
data fire last month, and it's been chaotic. On
Oh,
this
like they
platform.
let go of the guy who's keeping it together? That sounds like somebody we know.
Wait, what?
I'm going to restart it on my phone because it's not looking right on the phone.
And then, of course, new. I think Elon's done.
Okay, everything's looking right on the phone again. We ended on the.
Now, can you hear us?
I've heard you the whole time. But you guys haven't been able to hear me. Moto, what's up? Come here. You want to get the mail? We'll get the rest of the mail when the mailman brings it. There's more pieces of it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Have fun. Bye. Here, hold my
I'm
hand.
so confused. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm listening.
We've been able to hear you.
Yeah, you're coming in fine, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
This
it was
is probably not your fault one bit. X spaces is the weirdest scenario right now.
It is.
Can we touch on the New Jersey thing for one moment?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I wasn't sure everybody could hear.
So it was out of spec, but it was like their sub channel.
They got a bunch of them.
And I was on there live, and it wasn't Kyle Connor.
Yeah.
It was his right-hand guy, and a real great guy. He went to China. And it had that electric charger guy, totally prominent. His name slips my mind.
Tom Maloney?
He's the pizza charger guy out of New Jersey. No, we can all hear you. And there was a third guy I'd never seen before, but they did like an hour story of why New Jersey Turnpike didn't have some Teslas were getting removed. And it came down to a real simple, they're like, it's nothing political. This decision was made 2 years ago, long before any of the political drama associated.
Yeah.
What it is a company, they just happen to be from Ireland, a company bid on the contract to run the New Jersey Turnpike gas stations, electric pumps, everything. They couldn't care about the electric pumps. That was the whole point.
Yeah, and
The
that's also the
food,
problem.
which is the huge thing. They don't make a lot of money on gas, folks. They really don't.
Right.
They make it all on the food and, beers, cigarettes, whatever. But they did a very good, unbiased job. It took an hour.
Mhm.
Explain, and they're posting what the laws were. I mean, everything. And you come away going, yeah, well, in at the time when the deal was made and all that, the electric chargers weren't that big a deal as they are now. So they're like, we ain't worried about it.
Yeah, but I mean, even back then, though, Tesla was pretty big, and then we were just starting to move towards NACS. So this part of it was a stupid decision. Like, they could have left it there, or they could have subcontracted Tesla, or any number of different ways they could have handled this than just the continued just push it out. And being from Europe,
Can I add one more comment to that?
yeah, but being from Europe, they should understand
Casey's
was like to
muted.
not have an exclusive.
I got muted.
No.
Casey was muted.
I haven't been muted at all this whole time. Weird. But go ahead.
Honestly, he probably didn't mute himself. X probably muted him.
Oh, they got to work on this. But go ahead, Isla. You had one more thing you wanted to say on it?
Slimy, don't be afraid to say something.
We've got a weird buffer thing going on with us too.
Well, what they did is, and this is the point I wanted to jump in on, they accept other people's chargers. You just got to make a deal with them. Tesla's well aware of this. Tesla is selling to, quote, third parties.
Yeah.
So Tesla's still got more than a big chance there.
Yeah.
It's just more effort.
And we've seen where
more deals.
Yeah, we've seen where other people either buy their equipment or just have them service the electric part of it. So if they're doing the whole toll plaza and they don't really care about the EVs, then this seems the easiest thing for them to fix is to just
I would not be shocked.
contract that.
To be honest, I won't be shocked if X kicks any of us out at any given point in time.
We've seen it in the past with them.
From
We
this.
just reconnect 8 million times and we'll be back
Because
here.
it's utter chaos with spaces at the very moment.
It is.
I had one of my friends in my own space who got kicked down like 4 times.
Woo. Okay, so we did New Jersey. Let's go one more page on them, and then we'll go to another site and see if anything catches our fancy to discuss. And I'll also check the notebook. I don't remember putting anything in it, but I could.
They seem to be doing it on a case-by-case basis.
What's that?
And Tesla's well-suited. Tesla's all over this. So, yeah, well, just saying, I thought, and I don't want to take away from your room, but they did a very good detail, because I jump in a couple rooms listening, and they're like, it's this, that, the other. No, this is.
Yeah, if they did a detailed research piece, then definitely go check them out, because when they do it, when they do their research on it, they get into it, and you won't be disappointed. If you're coming in later, you might need to listen at 1.25x, 1.5x to catch up, but still worth it. All right, Norway has 90.
I don't hear anything, and I'm sure one of the two of you guys are talking.
EVs take 94.9% of the share in Norway, with and then another Renault 5's first customer deliveries. 94.9% is phenomenal. They are nearly complete. This might be as complete as they can get until it's not as easy to get a gas car into Norway. Solar arrays in grasslands during drought. New research. I mean, that makes sense. The shade helps retain water. I don't even feel like reading research on it. ComEd's new EV ambassador program. That sounds like a good idea. Autonomous healthcare, slow antibiotic resistance down. Is that an ad? That looks like an ad. Amazon on the verge of replacing delivery people with humanoid robots. No. Maybe in some cases, but not en masse. Climate change is causing the Florida real estate market to tumble. Yes, my insurer for this building is from Florida, and they are skittish. They're skittish about everything, and I can only imagine what's like in actual Florida, because I'm nowhere near Florida, and it's a mess. Florida, California, and Texas. You guys, home insurance is just oof. And most of it is climate related that they are freaked out about the most. Auto industry crash on horizon from a lack of rare earth minerals and magnets. Okay. No. Rare earth minerals are not that rare. There's a threshold that makes them called rare, but you can find them all over the world. And there are strategic reserves as well. The problem is that the refining is mostly situated around China, and the easiest to reach reserves are in China and Russia. But beyond that, we can do this. We can do this quite well. I'll read the little notification on the screen there off to you guys' side. The magnets, I think we can handle that as well. All right, India's coal and gas decline signals accelerating renewable transition. That's what we were talking about earlier about energy making more prosperous societies. Energy doesn't have to be digging stuff up and putting it on fire. All right, let's try inside EVs again. See what they have to. They have not fixed their issue. Let's go on over to Clean Technica. I think we might have just been there, weren't we? Yes, we were. Let's go on over to Green Car Reports. They still got the buzz up top. That's interesting. New plug-in hybrids for 25. Don't really, not my thing. Electric car charging, the basics. I think beyond the basics for this group, but if we would like, we can always dig into it again when somebody's got a new car. EVs made in Mexico and Canada. That one does interest me. Southern states are set for the most EV range. Interesting. Could Jeep reinvent planetary hybrid tech for four-wheel drive adventures? I don't know about reinvent, but maybe re-imply, do it differently than others have in the past. Possible. GM Pilot EV charging network now spans 25 states, and Highlander was just telling us about this. Go ahead, Highlander, get your hand up. I'm apparently on delays, if I might say something that offends people. Which electric cars have the most range? Sulfur crystal batteries could triple EV range without cobalt or nickel. This one I didn't read into. I saw Hank Green covered it. People were freaking out about a 3,000 mile charge, and he felt that the framing was
I don't want to crash the room, but I did want to try to post some video clips of my experience with the GM. Should I just try to upload it to the Purple Pill?
Yeah, Purple and then the Jumbotron, I guess. Let's see here. So sulfur crystal batteries. Yeah, John was Hank was saying that that while it may be accurate when extrapolated, it primes people to think you're crying wolf when it actually arrives. California has nearly 50% more public EV chargers than gas nozzles. That's always good. Rivian spinoff, focus on small EVs. Tesla Rivian charging networks have far fewer problems. Who would have guessed it? The two companies that will die without charging actually put some effort into it. So let's click on the Mexico Canada EVs by Ben GT. Looking at auto tariffs, Blazer EV. So you have it sorted out by Mexico. Blazer EV, we need this one. Let's see if anything surprises us. The Mach-E, also from Mexico. Yeah. There we go. It's got a good list. Mach-E, Optic, Blazer, Equinox. The Prologue, of course, because it's just a Blazer. The Wagoneer S. Hybrids from Mexico. No, care about that. EVs from
I'll
Canada.
have another space to go to
Okay.
at like 2:30.
Oh wow. Okay. Hybrids from Canada. Well, there are no EVs. Oh, the Dodge Charger Daytona EV for Sonius. Bunch of noise, wake the neighbor loud. Nostalgic. So that's from Canada. There you go, Canada. That was a shorter list than I had anticipated. Way shorter than I anticipated. Let's try Inside EVs again, and then we'll go to some of the other places that are a little more hyper-focused. Hey, look, they gave me a good server this time. We drove the $8,000 BYD Seagull. Do we get cheap? When do we get cheap EVs this good? Well, if some of the folks on screen have a way with it, not anytime soon. BMW will build the X5, X6, and X7 in the US. A safe move. Also, BMW has been building vehicles here for a while, so they've got the plants like in South Carolina and a couple other places that they can finagle this. I'm not sure if they're going to do that or if they're going to make new plants. They're a cautious company, so they'll probably use some allocation at the existing plants. BYD Dolphin was driven 140,000 miles. Wow. What year is that? And here's how it held up. I want to look more into that one, so we will. BYD takes on dozens of influence. They take dozens of influencers to court claiming defamation. The company sued 37 influencers and put another 126 on a watch list for disseminating what it deems as damaging content. Maybe it's a good thing I pull my punches when I speak. Is this Michigan's first lamppost? Or this is Michigan's first lamppost EV charger. Well, there you go. We've been talking about those for a while. It's good to see them here in the States. This Genius doubles Nissan Leaf's range with a home swap battery. What was really cool about his was he was also doing it in his garage. Oh, not his garage, but his driveway with not all the tools you could possibly want to get it done. For example, he had some jack stands and a couple other things to pick up the car, and he didn't have a proper battery hoist. But he pointed out that because the Nissan Leaf didn't have all the complicated stuff that the other cars have, like a cooling system, it made such an endeavor approachable for him. So he did it. This is incredible. Cybertruck deal comes with a big catch. That's interesting. 0% APR financing amidst weak sales, but you may need to read the fine print first. We'll see what they're on about. This Porsche 911 uses no gas, and it's fantastic. It looks like one of the home conversions. Always fun. Toyota CHR first look. Toyota's coolest EV yet. I'm not going to bite on that one. The best EV lease and finance deals in June of 25. I like to save money. Let's look at that. Model Y Juniper update. Everything we know. Buying advice. These feel like features like they've been there before. Fixing the old Tesla Model 3's biggest flaw. It feels amazing. Retrofitting parts from an updated 3 makes a world of difference. That could be interesting. What do you consider its biggest flaw? 2 years later, Tesla superchargers are no magic bullet. Public EV charging is still a confusing mess in the US, and it won't be like that forever. I mean, yeah, it won't, because everybody's switching to NACS, and they're everywhere, so this will be easy. Watch the electric BMW M3 silently lap the Nürburgring. Rivian developed its zonal architecture in just 2 years. I don't think that was possible. The man hated them from the get-go. It was not a convenient time, but it certainly was entertaining. Rivian R2 will underpin all future projects at Volkswagen. Wow. That went from, strategic partnership to just jumping in marriage right there. Look at that. VW's new EV platform still supports combustion engines. Well, as we saw a few minutes later, They switched to R2, so it doesn't matter. Range Rover Velar is an electric Porsche Macan fighter. Tariffs are already disrupting the car shopper's plans yet. Tesla tells employees to take responsibility for more morale problems. I mean, a little bit. That doesn't sound good in the headline. Volvo just invented an AI-powered seatbelt from the people that brought us the three-point seatbelt. I'm curious what that's about. We'll look at that. And the lowest in decades, car makers pull back on new models, especially EVs. They never wanted to do the EVs anyway. All right, so let's stream through those, and then we will go to another site, and that will be my commentary for the day. Let's share this tab instead. Close this one. Check the comments. Make sure I'm not missing any. Okay, we're good. Where are we at? We're looking at the BYD Dolphin, 140K miles. A rideshare driver in Brazil has piled on more than 100,000 miles in 2 years. Wow. It's a 45 kilowatt hour battery. Oh my goodness, this guy lived on the road and fast charged all the time. 251 miles of range. The car was used as a rideshare vehicle primarily. Had routine maintenance, including electric motors, coolant, and oil changed. Excuse me, at 124,000 miles, or 200,000 kilometers. And the one of the biggest question marks is how long will they last? So it sounds like the Chinese have overcome their longevity issues that we first saw on their early EVs. Congrats.
Might want to give an invite to the newest listener in the room.
All right, go ahead. Oh, you're showing a speaker for some reason. Let me invite you back to mod, and then we will invite this person. Okay. The low prices. Well, BYD does have a little bit of a leg up. They were making the buses for a long time, and then they have been making everything in China, so they have had a chance to improve from where we first encountered them. There they are again. BYD takes dozens of influencers to court. In China. Everybody's taking the influencers to court in China for spouting lies and had them apologize and sometimes pay restitution. Tesla's had it done, and so have others. The manufacturer has an anti-news fraud, a news anti-fraud department where people can send tips about possible defamation and get rewards. Companies suing influencers for potentially damaging their image is far more common in China than it is in the West. Yes. The other thing you have to watch out for, even in China, is the Streisand effect. So if you are trying to hide something, trying to cover something up, trying to sweep something under the rug, and instead you end up drawing massive attention to it. There is a lock company right now that is doing the same thing to a lock picker whose stuff probably would have gone unnoticed, but now that they're attacking him, the part that they wanted you to not see how pickable the locks were is right in front of everybody. To the point where he's picking them with beer cans and stuff like that. It's like, oh. You're not covering the world's fastest growing automaker over the past few years. BYD is making 37 influencers to court. I think they said. That's enough of the story there. It is what it is. Share this instead. That would be harder to do in most of the West just because of the way that we're set up. Incredible deal with the catch. I was curious what they thought the catch was. 0% financing. Sales at almost the end of the quarter. It is almost the end of the quarter. That means fire sale season at Tesla. It's cyclical. Excuse me. Because of the way they do their deliveries. Stainless steel doorstep for 0% as long as you take delivery by the end of the month, and also buy a significantly expensive add-on, FSD. And if that's the case, then that was in the mailing they sent us. 0% full self-driving. Yep. How did I know? Because I read the email. It wasn't hidden. 0% with FSD in smaller text, but not the fine print. Oh, really? I would have never figured. $8,000 for most people, and what, next week for everybody? Those of us that reserved and held onto our reservation. In fact, when they change that, I might as well just get my money back on the reservation because I'm still not ready to buy. But reserved for what at this point? Or maybe that's what they're planning to do, just give us all back our money. Be a really weird time to do it right before the balance sheets are due.
Well, the one thing I have to say about...
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Islander. Did you mute yourself?
A new Model X.
There you go. New Model X.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. The one thing I have to say, because I get probably the same emails and Instagrams as everybody else, is mine pop up total cost of like the vehicle or whatever. They put in the deferred maintenance or the non-maintenance item into the cost of the vehicle. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what it cost me to buy it.
Right.
Then you got to click onto a different button to see what the actual sale price is.
Yeah, the with savings. I wish they'd stop doing that. They did for like a week.
Big time delay on X right now, folks.
It is. They did that for like a week
X
in the
is
States.
just being X.
Exactly. And
I
go ahead.
Just spaces in general are being junky.
Oh yes.
Very junky.
And so then they there are a couple places in the world where they have to put that savings under another tab.
I was kicked out of my a whole app at one time.
Oh wow. No. Vehicle has been detected. Is it the mailman? It doesn't say. Expediency. Oh well. So the best lease deals in June. We've got bundling discounts for safe driving. Huh? Go ahead. New EV deals in June. We've got the tariff, of course. Model Y, your rear-wheel drive, is available for lease for $1,000 down. Not bad. $459 for 36 months. Cybertruck is 0% if you buy FSD. I would do it anyway because I like my FSD. The EQS and EX90. The Equinox and Hyundai Ioniq. And the Toyota BZ4X.
X is very delayed because.
Wow. Is it? Will it help if I restart my app on the delay?
Which Model 3 did you suggest I drive this week? It was supposed to be last week, but...
It's very delayed because he obviously can't hear us at the same point when we're
he
talking.
can't hear us. You can hear me, I can hear you, but he suggested a Model 3 because I love test driving. Hey, who doesn't want to drive an EV for free?
Right now, I don't know if much will help because X has just been junk.
Yeah, I shut off my YouTube. That changed nothing. So
X is being
it's
X
not my phone.
ever
It's
since
X
this
is being
data prior.
X. I think somebody's in there playing. They don't do updates on Sunday typically.
Well, I've had to manually update my app via my phone. Casey, have you updated yours recently?
It says I'm up to date. So I've ended the one on the phone and I'm on the tablet. And let me go back to the one on the phone so that everybody else can hear.
They've been sending updates out a lot more frequently now.
because of the data fire they had a few weeks ago.
What's this?
Data fire?
The X had a data fire, a data center catch fire a few weeks ago.
That's never good.
And
Really?
ever since that data fire, they've been very bad.
Oh, well, if
Like
they're running,
spaces and everything has been bad
if they're doing reduced capacity, that would explain
since
some
that
stuff.
fire.
Yeah, they should say, "Hey,
That's
Like the
not
one
good.
day,
Yeah,
That doesn't help.
it does not
yeah,
help.
like the one they only have 2 data centers because Elon chopped the third off when he first bought this platform, and he. So I don't know if that station is up and running yet again, and they've just been running on one data center,
Oh,
and that's
not
why
helpful.
this is all kabooey.
Yeah, it could be.
That would explain a lot, though.
Yeah, they should definitely be like, "Hey, pardon our dust," even if it.
Because they had 3 originally,
Mhm.
then they had 2,
Mhm.
and now I think they might have 1.
And then that first
Let's
one,
see. Let's check the engineering.
and that first one, they were like
Maybe.
moving servers on trucks.
Does
And
Does it
stuff.
look like
Engineering
it's
was
going to get
updating
fixed
us.
before June 20th?
Probably not.
Oh,
Oh, suspension. Okay, yeah,
oh,
suspension is a
never
pretty
mind.
big
I
flaw.
just read that wrong. On 5/23/25, we are experiencing issues from yesterday's data center outage. Login and sign up services are unavailable for some users, and there may the one center they cut off because Elon said 3 wasn't necessary. They had their outage was on the 23rd of May. Let's see. What's that Grok? How many data centers is X running?
Again on Thursday. Okay, this will explain some of the extra weirdness we've been having. That was in May, though.
As the latest available information, X is running on 2 main data centers in United States, located in Atlanta, Georgia, and Portland, Oregon. But the Portland, Oregon one caught fire on the 23rd of May. So
So it could be another month before they fix this. Because even at the fastest, but with them being this large, it'd be easier for them to get hundreds of computers at a moment's
May
notice.
23rd, this month just started.
Yeah.
Not that long ago. They've had ever since this data fire. This all has been this way.
What's going on with Portland, Oregon? Because I'd asked this on Pete Gruber's show a month, maybe 2 months ago. One of their chargers, quote, blew up. I said, was it electrical fire? Is it sabotage?
And they said they don't know. It could be either.
The data center fire was a battery fire, I believe. That's what they said. Let's double check.
That could be any kind of battery, though. It could be external, internal, a UPS, or even the time clock battery on one server.
Sure. Grok is my best friend.
Put one of those coin cells in upside down. You got a bad day.
I've been switching over to Grok because Google, whatever it is, Gemini or whatever it is, it's still learning. It's like an infant. It keeps referring me to other places, and I don't know.
Oh.
I just go to Grok now.
The incident occurred on May 22nd, 2025 at the Hillsborough Technology Park. In the facility linked to digital reality. Firefighters responded at 10:21 a.m. to a battery fire in a room which produced heavy smoke but was contained without spreading to other parts of the building. The blaze burned for 5 hours, ending around 3:30 p.m. The fire was linked to lithium-ion batteries used for backup power, a fire risk in data centers. This incident caused a major global outage of X4X with nearly 6,000 users.
You would think by now anybody dealing with lithium-ion batteries would have those problems under control and mitigated, you know?
Yeah, they
certain
did.
fire suppression, certain cutoff systems.
Put them in a different
I mean,
building.
it's not everybody's first rodeo, and it's certainly not theirs. You'd think they would have, I guess maybe they're moving too fast. I don't know.
But is it exclusive to them, or do they share it with other people?
That's the main reason X is messing up.
Yeah, because if they share it, it could have been anybody else's problem. But if it's exclusive, then yeah, as long as
And right
these
now,
companies
Elon's
ban.
focused on XAI, but again, XAI bought X, so they're
So
technically combined together.
yeah, so they should be taking care of it.
I'm not going down that building. I ain't going down that road again. I ain't going down that road again.
So
That's the most confusion scenario that breaks my brain every single time.
The $5 billion software
So
partnership.
Elon's more focused on XAI.
So the $5 billion partnership between newcomer EV Rivian and German heavyweight Volkswagen has taken an interesting turn. Not only will Volkswagen's all of that, all of Volkswagen groups, auto groups, have access to the shared software, but to close the gap by the CARIAD, they will. The R2 will be the platform for all of their Volkswagen branded EVs. This is a good way for them to get a good step forward. Rivian knows what they're doing, and Volkswagen could, but clearly has not learned. There we go. Oh, we got a comment from Joel. Hey, Joel and Timothy. Good to see you guys. Greetings. And Joel says they could easily get the spare capacity from AWS. Yes, this is right. That's the whole reason these things exist. If you're architected correctly, you get the spare capacity from AWS or any other cloud services. Paying for backup capacity is always a thorn in the side of operations. They need it when they need it, but when they don't, exactly. But you're right. Like you can have your dual sites. And
it's ironic how such a small company.
Small company Rivian or small company X? But yeah, so they could while we wait for it to catch up on the time delays that's been introduced, they could definitely pick up from Amazon, Google, or Microsoft easily if they are architected correctly for it. And with all the cutting and trimming and refactoring, that should have been on the plan. And when you cut the third data center, you could funnel all of those savings into those things, as well as have a portion set up as a emergency fund to pay for the competition's stuff. And they don't have to pay for it. Yeah, exactly. And they don't want to pay for it. But then they could use that for not paying for their own and then only paying for the competition when stuff is busted. I like the way you're thinking of that, and that's exactly what they're there for. It is hard to close out completely out of Amazon. They make it hard to do on purpose, but you can afford a couple extra $100 on accident while you try to shut it back down from, a multi-million-dollar spin up and spin back down. All right, so there is Rivian and Volkswagen. Chief Software Architecture Ben said in an interview with Yahoo Finance noted that the R2's modular platform is set to be the secret sauce that makes up every single Volkswagen EV in the foreseeable future. I think
Hold on, music notes.
Music notes? Yeah, go ahead, music notes. So,
Hey, Slimy, Mr. Green.
yeah.
I've sent the speaker a couple times. It did kick it. It kicked in. Thank you.
It did.
Obviously, with the delay, you can't really hear us.
Yeah.
No, it's killing me. It's a big delay.
Because it's like we're just.
This speaker's over there. It says he's a speaker, and he's still using the emojis.
Yeah.
Oh, I could speak. It's just a Casey's time, and then you guys aren't sure whether Casey can hear you.
Yeah,
we know
great.
Casey
I think
can
we
hear
can all
us.
hear
There's
each
just a
other
big
except
time
for
delay.
Casey.
Yeah. Well, good to see you guys. Yeah, I always love a good Elon conversation, and it's pretty interesting that one guy and everything he's doing is kind of like so amazing, and everybody's just like purposefully looking away. We're not going to talk about that right now. It's kind of like, whoa, that's pretty intense,
Yeah.
It is
And,
intense, but glad you came in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could speak for a little while. I'm friends with Slimy and talk to me. And Kacey, I think I followed you. I have been following you, but
cool. Thank you.
now I'm following you, Highlander. Good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm following you as well, young man.
That was nice of you to say.
But this time difference between us and Casey is going to kill me.
Yeah, it's a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Hey, Slimy, are you ready for Muskegon?
Oh, yes. I'll get Susie nice and cleaned up before we go.
That's what I've been doing all weekend, and I don't think you could even hear me. Detailing my van. I've got a camper van I live in, and detailing it, new front slippers. Man, I love these new tires, and checking the oil, getting everything ready, and yep, ready for the big road trip. In fact, I got to go to Michigan Monday night, Tuesday morning.
All right, so the
Muskegon, Michigan event is the 20th through the 21st.
Did you know that's where I went to high school? And that's where my
Is that a Tesla thing?
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah, Tesla and veterans. It's two different groups are running the show. I'm supposed to be in charge of the submarine, but they fired so many people over there. That's why I'm going back to Michigan to find out what's going on. It's a non-for-profit. They fired one of the directors. They fired my primary contact.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure.
Wow, we got to give Casey a lot of room for talking.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with these delays. It's like I'm another planet from you guys.
I feel bad for Casey.
It's not even like I'm in different.
We're like a minute, 2 minutes ahead of anything he says.
Yeah.
So the
I don't know if he's muting and unmuting, or if X is muting him and unmuting.
Yeah, I'm not hitting mute.
It's after I accepted co-host and it showed up. It was 3 minutes before I got to mute everyone. Little button on the left-hand corner.
Wow.
X is very, very.
So the report further than notes that the instructors.
I shut off my YouTube. I know it's not YouTube.
Okay, so it's not an official policy on the
This is so annoying.
on the take responsibility.
Casey's in Scotland right now. That explains the time delay.
Interesting. All right, so
X is muting him and unmuting. Oh my gosh.
wow. Okay, so
X needs to get their crap together.
yeah.
Which is why I got to talk to Slimy right after the show.
Okay, so
Conversation, DM, whatever. I got to talk to you, Slimy.
let's see how they AI'd the seatbelts. I'm not quite sure what they
I
did.
feel
to
bad
AI
for
seatbelts.
this whole Casey situation because it's literally muting him, unmuting, muting, unmuting.
It's like watching a soap opera in
muting.
life. It's crazy.
Watched it. Mute him
Oh,
like
the multiple
5
adapters.
times in the last minute.
All three of us could talk to each other, and he's 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind on everything.
Large occupant and a safety crash.
He
So
keeps muting
it
and
looks like
unmuting.
this will
Which would be fine if it wasn't his show.
right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. If you're co-host or speaker, we can ignore it, but which is why I need trusted co-hosts for the 20th and 21st, because I'm going to run a 48-hour marathon during the Muskegon Tesla event.
Okay, so the AI is in the
So I
adaptive.
need trusted co-hosts.
And
The AI is in the adaptive.
Oh, I
features
know, right?
Of the seatbelt.
I'm really
I
setting
wasn't
myself
famous
up
as
on this
24
one.
That makes
How
sense.
about, let's see, maybe I can see if oh, hi, it's, I don't know, I'm not trying to pronounce her name.
Yeah, I just see somebody popped up.
Yeah, they're one of they follow me.
Okay,
He's
I
muting
invited
him
to
again.
speak.
Jeez.
Requests.
Ow. He's from India, so.
Okay, so this.
Oh no, I'm good friends with India. My priests are from India. I'm going.
So
This is what Slimy was saying about earlier.
That's
about
where
how
he
they
is
had
from?
Optimus left.
he's really nice.
I'm trying to invite him up.
The first true electric flying car could be here by the end of 25.
I don't know what
count
Casey has
that.
said the past 10 minutes because it keeps muting and unmuting and muting and unmuting.
Podcast, reality TV contest.
Add a speaker.
Such a raise.
It's still doing it.
Oh, this
It
guy
just
right
keeps
here.
muting
So,
Casey.
I actually,
Yeah, I know. It's like everybody else. Now we got India in here.
so
He's a speaker.
I actually wrote an article on this one about this fool.
Can you
trying to-
say something, Mr. Gentleman from India? Anything.
Wow,
He got muted again.
it's not even showing what I'm showing. That's so weird. It's still on Bing. I'm not on Bing.
Normally, I could go over to YouTube and watch what he's doing. I
Oh
guess
my
we're just
God.
holding a separate show today. I am learning so much. I know how to open my own room. I've done it. I know you run yours every week. Robert knows how. We all know how to open our own room. I need to practice. But this is so funny. I mean, he can't even hear us.
Okay, so this fool here, I wrote an article about him and
This
his,
is X for
and
us right
and his
now.
taxes
I don't even have
that
this
he wants-
many issues when I host MySpace.
that he wants to charge us for running.
And it's not
EVs.
like we're big and overwhelming it, you know.
We
with
aren't. No,
1,000,
how
you
many
know, there's a half
spaces are
dozen
there
of us here.
happening that could be?
But Slimy, you'll appreciate this because we both run rooms where there's only a handful of people at the most.
Uh-huh.
No problem. You know, we're happy with that. But I had a room with almost 20 freaking people.
There you go.
2 co-hosts. I always insist on 2 because, well, and I couldn't hear or speak to anybody, and I was the host of the room. I shut it down after 10 minutes. It was pointless.
Half the time, if I'm alone for an hour, I just keep going and start playing stuff on my TV and everything.
Yeah,
I'll sit there and chill.
I got the 15-minute rule. After 15 minutes, if nobody drops
Some
in.
people are like, they can't handle 5 minutes alone. I'm like, I go for an hour.
Yeah.
Joel's asking how
But if
Well,
it
I
gets to
think
like an hour and a half,
um,
then I'll shut it down.
so
If I'm
they're
alone
connected
for
via
that long.
the X space.
Well, I think I
Bored.
mentioned I tried
alongside
doing
the
a couple
show.
serious room on my own. I did research. I wrote it down. Like 2 people showed up and they were good friends.
Mhm.
And then when I put where'd the socks in the dryer go, I got people from all over the world. Well, where'd they go? Like I really know, right? It was just a crap thing. Okay, I didn't hit the mute button.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
wow.
Oh no.
So they're on our
That's
X space that
muting
runs.
everyone.
They're on our X space that runs beside the video show, and X is having.
I didn't do it. I'm drinking iced tea
didn't do
with
it
hand squeezed
either.
lemons. I
And,
did not do it.
I didn't do it
So
either.
so that was the
He's too distracted to do it.
that was the
Is X really glitching this hard?
it is.
Dang.
So
There's a couple moderators that actually can shut down anything that don't like me. So
But this still doesn't make it feel like it will do it now.
yeah, so that's what we're hearing is you hear the X space come in on the video, and then on the X space they can hear the video as well when it's not on a time delay. So I do want to thank everybody.
it sounds like
for,
Kacey.
coming through today on the video channels, and I want to
I
thank
accidentally used the video feature when I ran one of my tiny rooms. If anybody else has used the video feature in X Spaces and how to work for you,
I tried to do it while watching the Starship launch. It wouldn't let me.
So I want to thank you guys for
go figure.
for
That kind of
spending
makes
your time
sense.
here with me this weekend, and I want to thank our channel members for your monetary contributions. And I hope that X is on less of a time delay next week, and we will try and come up with some sort of solution for that in the future if it continues.
You're crap on the video.
And so with that, I will catch you guys on the video on the flip side. And it doesn't
I
sound like
don't know what
space will
he's
go
talking about us hearing
that much
anything
longer
because
We've had no
I'm on the
problems.
time delay, so
He was about to thank
jump in
us
on
by
the-
name and then he'd cut him off.
so I might jump in on the
I
tablet.
honestly think it's one of the
Oh my
moderators that doesn't
God.
like me.
But with that, catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you.